Hi there, I'm Mr. Eckert. Most of you have been with me for first semester, but there's some new students here today, so I just wanted to introduce myself and reintroduce myself. The reason there's pink curtains behind me is because I'm in my daughter's room, so this is not my room. I'm the math teacher here, and my job is also lead teacher. And part of my responsibilities as lead teacher is to assist Mr. Fisher in any way that he needs me. So on days that Mr. Fisher's not here, most of the time we'll get a substitute teacher from my classroom, and I actually step in for Mr. Fisher for the day. So if you see me sort of acting like principal for a day or helping him out even on the days that he is here, that's part of my job, and that's why I do that. I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about some of the ways that we're going to be doing things in my class this semester. For those of you who were here first semester, there may be a few changes, so make sure that you're paying attention, please. First thing I want to talk about is participation in class. You will be required to participate. You will not be graded on whether or not you participate, but you will be required. And we will talk more about consequences tomorrow, but I just want to say that if you do not participate in class, there will be direct consequences. Again, we're going to be talking about consequences and discipline more tomorrow, but I just want to talk a little bit about your behavior in class as well as your timeliness. As far as timeliness, you're expected to be at class when class starts. There's just no exceptions to that unless it's an excused tardy. So you're expected to be here, ready to learn when class starts. And behavior. I understand that you're kids, you're teenagers, but you're expected to behave a certain way. And if that's not something that you're able to do, then again, we're going to talk about those consequences tomorrow. But I expect you to behave polite to me, to your fellow students. I expect you to be respectful, and I expect you to be here to learn because this place is a school. For those of you who were here last semester, homework is going to be done a little bit differently this year. Every time we learn a new lesson, there will be practice problems on my website. The website address is being posted right now, as you can see. And I will also give everybody a chance to write this down, or I'll pass it out. But there's going to be homework every time that we learn something new. And homework will never be scored. Now, this is going to sound very weird. Okay, you're thinking, why is he telling us that there's going to be homework if it's never scored? Well, here is exactly how I explain it, okay? Take a football team. Take the Pittsburgh Steelers, for example, who just made it to the Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers have practice every week, okay? Practice is never collected. They don't receive a grade for practice, not whatsoever. And so if anybody were to ever ask them, hey, why do you practice if you don't receive a grade for it? Their answer would be so that we could get better. Okay, and I'm going to say this to you. If you don't think that you need homework to get better, then don't do it. That's entirely your choice. Entirely your choice. Okay? If you understand the material in class and you don't need to do the practice problem to get better, then don't do it. All right? But the thing I'm going to talk about next is your quizzes and your assessments. And frankly, if you're not scoring 4s and 5s on your assessments, then you do need to do homework, okay? And if you're not doing it and you're scoring 1s and 2s and 3s, then when your parents or guardian come in to talk to me, I'm going to show them this exact video. And I'm going to say, hey, your son or daughter was given the choice to do homework, chose not to, and their grade is a result of not practicing. So that's going to be my homework policy for second semester. And finally, I just want to talk about quizzes or assessments. For those of you who were here first semester, obviously you kind of know how this works. You are graded on concepts. Concepts are a topic that we learned, and you are scored on a concept which consists of one problem. Quizzes never, 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 never have more than 4 or maybe 5 problems. And you get multiple times to show me that you understand a concept. The highest score you can get when taking a concept is a 4. And if you score 4 twice on the same concept, it bumps you up to a 5 and you're finished with that concept, which means that on the next quiz, you get to cross that concept off. You don't have to take that concept because you've already proved to me that you understand how to do that concept. So if somebody else got a 3 and 3 and you got a 4 and a 4, when you get the quiz, you get to cross that concept off. However, when they get the next quiz, they still have to take that concept because they haven't proved to me that they know how to do that concept. It's a little confusing when you hear it, but it'll make sense as soon as we get into taking quizzes, which is going to start next week. Hey, thanks a lot for listening. I appreciate it. I think it's going to be a fun semester. I think it's going to be a successful semester, and I have no doubt that you're going to learn a lot of math. So with that, let's get started.